Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Fluento.
Hello! We are so happy you are here with us today.
I am Anna.
And I am David, and together we are your English friends.
Yes, not your teachers, your friends. There is a difference.
That is right. With friends, you can relax. You can make mistakes. You can just listen.
And today we have a very nice topic, something warm, something easy.
We are going to talk about the weekend, specifically last weekend.
What did we do? Where did we go? How did we feel? These are simple questions, but they are very important in everyday English.
You will hear us use the simple past tense a lot today, like I went, I ate, I watched, I felt.
Do not worry about grammar rules right now. Just listen. You will feel the patterns naturally.
Exactly. Learning a language is like learning to swim. At some point, you have to just get in the water.
I like that. Okay, let us get in the water together.
Let's go.
So, David, let us start at the very beginning, Saturday morning. What happened?
Saturday morning. Okay, so the first thing I did, I stayed in bed.
You stayed in bed?
I did. I did not get up right away. I just lay there. I looked at the ceiling.
I love that. What were you thinking about?
Nothing. That's the beautiful thing. I was not thinking about work. I wasn't thinking about emails. I just existed.
That sounds wonderful.
It was. I think everyone needs a morning like that sometimes. A morning with no plan.
So, how long did you stay in bed?
Maybe 40 minutes. Then I got up, and the first thing I did was make coffee.
Ah, coffee. Very important.
Very, very important. I have a small coffee machine at home. I put the water in, I pressed the button, and I waited.
Did you drink it at the table?
No, actually. I took my coffee to the window. I have a small chair near the window in my living room. I sat there and I looked outside.
What did you see outside?
The street was very quiet. There were a few birds on the tree across the road, and the sky was gray, but a soft gray, not a sad gray.
A soft gray. I understand that. Some gray mornings are actually very peaceful.
Exactly. I felt very calm. I drank my coffee slowly. I did not check my phone. Not yet.
That's impressive. I always check my phone in the morning.
It's a habit I'm trying to change. On weekends, I try to have at least 1 hour with no phone, just me and the morning.
I should try that. How does it feel?
It feels slow, in a good way, like time is bigger.
That's a beautiful way to say it. Time feels bigger. Okay, so my Saturday morning was a little different from yours. I did not stay in bed.
No? What did you do?
I woke up early, about 7 o'clock, and I had a plan.
Oh, Anna, always with the plan.
I know. But this was a good plan. I decided to go for a morning walk.
A walk? Where?
There's a small path near my apartment. It goes along the river. I walked there.
Along the river. That sounds so nice.
It was lovely. The air was fresh. It was still cool outside. Not cold, just crisp.
Crisp. Good word.
Yes, crisp air in the morning. I wore a light jacket, I had my headphones, and I just walked.
Were you listening to music?
No, actually, I listened to a podcast, an English podcast, of course.
Haha, of course.
It was about animals. Did you know that dolphins can recognize themselves in a mirror?
What? Really?
Yes, I learned that on my walk. So I walked, I listened, and I learned. 3 things at once.
That is very efficient, Anna.
Thank you. When I came back home, I was hungry, so I made breakfast.
What did you make?
I made oatmeal with some banana slices and a little honey on top.
Oatmeal with banana and honey. That sounds warm and filling.
It is. It's my favorite breakfast on a cool morning. I sat at my kitchen table and ate slowly. It was a very gentle start to the day.
A gentle start. I like that phrase. You can say, I had a gentle start to my day. It means you didn't rush. You didn't feel stressed. You just began the day slowly and calmly.
Exactly. A gentle start. Okay, so mornings were nice for both of us, but what about the afternoon? David, what did you do after your window coffee time?
Well, by late morning, I was feeling a little more awake, and I decided to do something with my hands.
Oh, something with your hands. What do you mean?
I've been learning to cook. Well, trying to learn to cook. And last Saturday, I tried to make soup from scratch. Real soup, not from a packet.
That's ambitious. What kind of soup?
Vegetable soup. I had carrots, potatoes, onions, celery, and a big tomato.
That's a lot of vegetables.
It was. I washed everything, then I chopped it all. The kitchen smelled amazing.
I love that moment when you start cooking and the smell fills the room.
Yes, it's one of the best smells. I put olive oil in a big pot. I fried the onions first. Then I added everything else. I put in some water, some salt, a little pepper.
And then?
And then I waited. The soup needed about 45 minutes on low heat.
So what did you do while you waited?
I cleaned the kitchen, I washed all the cutting boards, the knives, the bowls, I organized the spice shelf.
You organized your spices while the soup was cooking?
Is that strange?
No, it's actually very satisfying. I like to clean while I cook too. It makes you feel productive.
Exactly. Productive is the word. And when the soup was ready, Anna, it was delicious.
You're not just saying that.
I'm not. I tried it and I said out loud in my empty kitchen, David, this is good.
I love that. Talking to yourself is perfectly normal, listeners. Don't worry.
Yes, and it's good English practice. You can narrate your life.
That's a great tip, actually. Say out loud what you're doing. I'm chopping the onion. I'm putting on my shoes. It helps your brain connect words to actions.
Exactly. Okay, so soup was ready. I had a big bowl for lunch. I sat at my table and I felt very proud of myself.
You should be proud. Making real soup from scratch is a skill.
Thank you. What about your afternoon, Anna?
My afternoon was quite different. I did not cook. I went out.
Oh, where did you go?
I went to a secondhand bookshop. Do you know what that is, listeners? A secondhand bookshop is a shop that sells old books, books that other people read before. They're usually very cheap.
I love secondhand bookshops. They have such a special feeling.
They do. They smell like old paper. The shelves are a little messy. You never know what you'll find.
That's the best part, the surprise.
Yes. So I walked in and I spent about an hour just browsing. That's a word for when you look at things slowly and casually. Browsing.
Browsing. Like when you browse the internet. You're not looking for something specific, you're just exploring.
Exactly. And I found some wonderful things. I found an old travel book about a country I've always wanted to visit.
Which country?
Japan.
Oh, beautiful.
I know. The book had photographs inside. Beautiful old photos. Mountains, temples, little streets with lanterns. I sat on a small stool in the corner of the shop and read 10 pages standing up, well, sitting down, before I even bought it.
You read it before buying it.
I did, and then I bought it. It was only $3.
$3 for a dream.
Exactly, $3 for a dream. I also bought a small novel, a simple story about a woman who moves to a new city. I thought it might be good for a relaxed evening read.
That sounds perfect.
It was. I was very happy walking home with my little bag of books.
Okay, let us talk about Saturday evening, because that is when things get interesting, right? The day has a different energy in the evening.
That is true. The pace changes. Everything slows down.
So what did you do, Anna, on Saturday evening?
I called my sister.
Oh, nice. Does your sister live far away?
She lives in a different city, yes. About 3 hours by train. So we do not see each other very often, but we call each other every week, usually on Saturday or Sunday.
That is a sweet tradition.
It is. She called me at about 6:30, and we talked for almost 2 hours.
2 hours? What did you talk about?
Everything. Her week, my week, a show she is watching, a small problem she had at work, her dog.
She has a dog. What kind?
A small white dog. His name is Biscuit.
Biscuit?
I know. She named him Biscuit because when he was a puppy, he smelled like warm bread.
That is possibly the cutest thing I have ever heard.
He is very cute. She showed me on the video call. He was sleeping on the sofa behind her.
So it was a video call, not just a phone call.
Yes, we video call. It's nicer to see each other's faces.
I agree. It feels more like being together, even if you are far apart.
Exactly. And listeners, this is actually very good English practice. If you have a friend or family member who also wants to learn English, try having a short video call in English, even just 5 or 10 minutes. You'll be surprised how much your confidence grows.
That's a great idea. You don't need a teacher. You just need a partner and a phone.
Yes. Okay, so after the call with my sister, I made some tea. I got my new book, the Japan travel book. I sat on my sofa with a blanket, and I read until about 10:30.
That sounds like a perfect evening, honestly.
It was very calm, very quiet. I felt very full. Not from food, just full of nice things.
Oh, I understand that feeling. Like your heart is satisfied.
Exactly. Like your heart is satisfied. What about your evening?
My evening was more social. I had a friend come over.
Oh, a friend came to your house.
Yes, my friend Kenji. We've been friends for a long time. We went to university together.
Oh, that is a long friendship.
It is, almost 10 years now. Anyway, Kenji came over at around 7. I reheated the soup.
The soup from earlier?
Yes, I heated it up again. I made some bread. Well, I bought bread from the bakery. I didn't bake it myself.
That's okay.
And we ate together. Kenji had 2 bowls of soup.
2 bowls. He liked it.
He said it was the best soup he ever had, which I think he was exaggerating, but it still felt wonderful to hear.
No, maybe he meant it. If someone says your food is delicious, believe them.
Okay, I believe him. After dinner, we played a board game.
What game?
A strategy game. It's complicated to explain, but basically, you build roads and cities on a map.
Oh, I think I know that game. I'm not very good at strategy.
Neither am I. Kenji always wins, but it's fun anyway.
Sometimes the fun is in playing, not winning.
That is very true and very wise.
How long did Kenji stay?
Until about 11. We talked a lot too, not just the game. We talked about a trip we want to take together next year, a road trip.
A road trip? Where to?
We're not sure yet. We had ideas but no final plan. Somewhere with mountains, maybe, or the coast.
That sounds exciting. Just planning it is already fun.
It is. We looked at maps on his phone. We made a list of possible places, and honestly, just making the list made me feel happy.
Planning a trip is its own kind of joy. All right, Saturday was wonderful for both of us, but Sunday has a different kind of day.
It is. Sunday has a different feeling. Slower, maybe. A little more reflective.
For me, Sunday started very lazily. I woke up at 9, then I went back to sleep until 10.
You went back to sleep?
I did, and I do not feel guilty about it at all.
Good. You shouldn't. Sleep is not laziness. Sleep is restoration.
Restoration. That's a nice word. When you restore something, you bring it back to its best condition, and sleep restores your body and mind.
Exactly. Okay, so you slept until 10. Then what?
Then I made a very slow breakfast. Not oatmeal this time. On Sunday, I made eggs.
How did you make them?
Scrambled. I scrambled 3 eggs with a little butter and some salt. I made toast, I had orange juice, and I sat at my kitchen table for a long time just eating and not doing anything else.
Just eating. It sounds simple, but actually, it's hard in the modern world. We always want to do two things at once.
We do. I think there's a word for this. Mindful eating, when you pay attention to your food and nothing else.
Yes, mindful. Being mindful means being present, being in the moment, not in yesterday, not in tomorrow, right here, right now.
That sounds like a good practice. It felt very good. I actually noticed things I usually don't notice, like the toast was really buttery and crunchy. The orange juice was so fresh and sweet. Small things, but they were nice.
I love that. Paying attention to the small things.
Yes. Okay, and in the afternoon, I went to visit a neighbor. Her name is Mrs. Choi. She's an older woman, very kind. She lives just downstairs from me.
Oh, that's lovely. How do you know her?
We started talking in the elevator one day. She saw me carrying bags of groceries. She held the door for me. We started chatting, and now, sometimes on Sundays, I visit her for tea.
That is so sweet. What is she like?
She's funny and warm. She tells me stories about her life. She worked as a nurse for 30 years.
30 years? That's a long career.
It is. She has incredible stories. Last Sunday, she told me about a time she worked in a mountain town. Very small, very remote. Only one doctor and one nurse, her, for the whole area.
Wow, that must have been difficult.
She said it was hard, but also beautiful. She said that in a small community, everyone knows everyone. People help each other. She misses that sometimes.
I can imagine. There is something special about small communities.
Yes. We had tea and little cookies. She made the cookies herself, almond cookies. They were incredible.
You had a good food weekend, Anna.
I really did. Oatmeal, scrambled eggs, tea, and almond cookies. All simple things, but all wonderful.
My Sunday was a little different. I spent most of Sunday outdoors.
Outdoors, even though the sky was gray on Saturday?
Well, by Sunday, the sky was more blue, a little cloudy but brighter, so I decided to go for a long bicycle ride.
Oh, you have a bicycle?
I do. I bought it about a year ago, but I do not use it as much as I should, so last Sunday I took it out.
Where did you ride?
I went out of the city a little bit. There's a road that goes through some farmland, fields on both sides, open sky, not many cars.
That sounds very peaceful.
It was. I rode for about an hour. Then I stopped at a small roadside stall. You know those small stands at the side of the road where farmers sell their produce?
Yes, I love those.
There was an older man selling apples, big red apples. I bought a small bag. He gave me an extra one for free.
That is so kind.
It was. I ate one immediately, right there at the stall. It was crisp and sweet and a little sour at the same time.
That is the best kind of apple.
Perfect apple. Then I rode back home. My legs were a little tired, but a good tired. You know that feeling? When you're tired, but you feel good about why you are tired?
Yes, satisfying tiredness. Like your body worked for something and it was worth it.
Exactly. Satisfying tiredness. I came home, had a shower, and made a big cup of tea.
And then?
And then I sat down and did absolutely nothing for 30 minutes.
Perfect.
It really was. In the evening, I prepared a few things for the week ahead. I wrote a short list. I packed my bag for Monday, not for long, maybe 20 minutes of organization, and then I felt ready.
Ready for the week.
Ready for the week. The weekend gave me that. Energy, rest, good food, good company, a bit of nature, and I felt reset.
Reset. What a good word for it. Like a phone that has been charged and restarted.
Yes, like a fully charged person.
Okay, we want to take a moment now to go back over some of the things we said, because sometimes in a conversation, words go by quickly. So let us slow down.
This is your time to really listen. We are going to say some phrases slowly and clearly. You can repeat them quietly if you like.
Ready? Okay, here's the first one. I stayed in bed a little longer than usual. I stayed in bed a little longer than usual. This is a very natural phrase. You can use it when you don't get up right away in the morning.
For example, it was cold outside, so I stayed in bed a little longer than usual.
Nice. Next phrase. I went for a walk along the river. I went for a walk along the river. Notice the phrase went for a walk. This is very common. You can also say went for a run, went for a swim, went for a drive.
The structure is went for a blank. Very useful. Try it. Last Sunday, I went for a blank. What did you go for, listener?
Now here's another phrase I used. I spent about an hour browsing.
I spent about an hour browsing. Notice, I spent time doing something. This is a very natural structure. I spent an hour cooking. I spent the morning reading. I spent 30 minutes on the phone.
Yes, I spent time doing something. Simple and very useful.
And here's one I really liked from today. My legs were tired, but a good tired. Sometimes we feel two things at once, tired but happy, nervous but excited, sad but grateful. English has many ways to express this.
A good tired, this is an informal expression, but very natural. It means the tiredness feels positive. It was earned. It was worth it.
One more. Anna, can you say the phrase about your heart being satisfied?
Of course. I felt full of nice things. Full usually talks about food. I'm full means I ate enough, but you can also use it emotionally. I felt full of gratitude. I felt full of happiness. My heart felt full.
That's a lovely use of the word, full of nice things. Remember that one.
We talk a lot about what we did last weekend, but I want to ask something a little deeper. Why did it feel good? What made it a good weekend?
That's a lovely question.
Because I think this is useful for English too. When we describe our feelings and reasons, we use different words. Not just verbs, but words like because, so, that is why.
Right, you can say, I felt relaxed because I slept well, or I was happy so I called my sister, or I went outside because I needed fresh air. That is why I felt better.
Connecting feelings to reasons. That's very important for natural speaking.
So for me, the weekend felt good because I didn't try to do too many things.
Say more about that.
Sometimes I plan too much. I make a long list on Friday night. On Saturday, I will go here, do this, call this person, clean the whole apartment, cook 3 things, and then I feel stressed.
And nothing feels enjoyable because you're always rushing.
Exactly. But last weekend, I let things happen more naturally. I had one small idea, make soup, and everything else just flowed.
Flowed like water. Natural movement, no force.
Yes, the evening with Kenji was not planned. He texted me in the afternoon and said, "Are you home tonight?" And I said yes, and it was perfect.
Unplanned things are often the best things.
Very often, yes. What about you? What made your weekend feel good?
I think it was connection. I connected with my sister, I connected with Mrs. Choi, I even connected with a book, that travel book about Japan.
Connection with people and ideas.
Yes, I think one of the most important things for our well-being is feeling connected to other people, to places, to stories, to beauty.
That's very thoughtful, Anna.
And I think even your bicycle ride was a kind of connection. Connection to nature, to the open road, to that kind apple farmer.
The apple farmer. Yes, that small moment of kindness. A stranger gave me a free apple, and I thought about that for the rest of the ride.
Small kindnesses stay with us.
They really do.
Okay, before we say goodbye, let's do a short, gentle recap of what we practiced today.
Yes, let's remember together.
First, we talked about Saturday and Sunday, morning, afternoon, and evening, different activities, different feelings.
We used the simple past tense throughout. Words like went, made, walked, felt, ate, called, bought, rode, stayed.
Notice how natural those words sound in a story. I went to the bookshop. I made soup. I ate oatmeal with honey.
Simple sentences, simple past, very clear.
We also talked about feelings, not just what we did, but how it felt. I felt calm. I felt proud. I felt full of nice things. I felt reset.
These are real human feelings, and they are not difficult to express in English, just a few simple words.
And we talked about connection, to people, to nature, to small moments. The apple, the sister on video call, the neighbor with almond cookies.
Those almond cookies sound incredible.
They were. Okay, now here's what we want from you.
Yes, we want to hear your weekend.
In the comments below, please write, in English, what you did last weekend. Just a few sentences. Even one sentence is perfect.
You can start with, last weekend I, and then finish the sentence. Easy, natural.
If you make a mistake, and you will sometimes, that's normal, it doesn't matter. What matters is that you tried, that you wrote, that you practiced.
We will read every comment, really, and we will try to reply and encourage you.
You're not alone in this. Every person who is learning English right now is on a journey, and you're brave for continuing.
That's the right word, brave. It takes courage to speak and write in a language that is not your first, so give yourself some credit.
We believe in you. We really do.
And we will see you in the next episode. We have more wonderful conversations coming, more stories, more vocabulary, more everyday English.
Until then, keep listening, keep speaking, and keep taking those small, gentle steps forward.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye. Take care.